Alrighty. Howdy ho, folks. It's your multiversal medium here for another episode of Harvestella. The game that's never going to feel okay. It's never going to feel right. It has been a few weeks since the last episode. Where exactly were we going? Was it not over here? I feel like we were going through here. Like this little maze thing. Anyways. Oh, wrong button. Cool. Whatever. I play better games, and I just prefer their controls like schemes, so I keep forgetting Harvestella's. Anyways, last time we were at it, I was horribly sick, and it's been a few weeks since then. So yeah, not horribly sick, but was able to actually go back and edit everything basically going on. Let's see here, is it this? Yeah, sure, that. There we go. But I was able to edit all the earlier Harvestella videos and realize how stupid some of the nonsense we were dealing with was. If you haven't noticed, I've started timestamping a majority of my videos by now to help point out various things in game when I talk about them, or maybe even offer a hey, this is effing dumb kind of scenario that you can read in the timestamp to mixed results. Because obviously I'm still not catching everything immediately. After all, this game gives you like tonal whiplash. Like, I'm gonna break my neck looking back at various bits and being like, what the F was that? So while editing, I actually just... I made a small list of like, I should probably talk about this stuff. One of the things is sky whales. I'm assuming this is fine. Is this the area we needed to? Nope, this was not fine. Okay, cool. Alright, back through it. I mean, I could pay better attention about where we need to go or whatever. It's just... I don't care about this game. I really don't want to have to put any more mental anything into this game that I already have. Because the second a cutscene starts, I'm going to be putting all my mental like energy into trying not to just scream because of how badly written this game is. Anyways, so okay, I think we need to actually just keep getting over and then go out the front. So right here. Yeah, I think that's all we need to do. There's apparently a door that probably takes repair, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? But yeah, I have a list of things I want to talk about. So a few episodes ago, when we first came to the quote-unquote real world, whatever you want to call this, with the white omens, and we were passed out, and none of our party members seemed to really care about the fact that we were passed out, because why would they? It's only basic human decency, and we're the party leader. We're supposed to be like the one they care about, and we're the one making the decisions, right? Why the F would they actually care if we're passed out for who knows how long? They legit didn't. Anyways, the NPC mentions something about a sky whale, and I don't think that's mentioned ever again at any point, ever. If it is, it's not relevant to the plot. I even took the time to look it up. Apparently people who actually care about this game do not know what the heck they were talking about with the sky whale thing. Like 100% they're like, so sky whales, right? Like, is it like a reference to the ships? And it's like, oh, so your guys' reading comprehension was just down. No, it definitely wasn't a reference to ships, like the airships or anything. It was actually called organic when we were dealing with it in that one cutscene. Like, he mentioned its mouth and how it wigs him out and creeps him out. So, yeah. Organic. Not just some random ship or frickin' machine. Supposedly in universe there are sky whales, but unlike frickin' Elder Scrolls, it's not handled well whatsoever where there are sky whales. And you're not dealing with like sky whale bones or anything. The game just sucks at world building and wanted to throw out something it thought was fantasy based. So they added one line said by a nameless NPC in reference to another NPC we do know. By the way, why would Dianthus care about sky whales and talk about sky whales and want info about sky whales when they were trying to open a door? That line made zero sense in every way, shape, and form. Even when looking back on it, there's no reason for that one line, and it is so effing infuriating, because that's the writing. Secondly, before we get into the cutscene, Cornello dolls. Why the F are they in the post-apocalyptic future? We've come across a Cornello doll either in this dungeon. Yeah, I think it was this dungeon. Which, yes, I know they're the collectible mini metal equivalent of this game. Why are they in this, like, futuristic setting? Why? As far as I'm aware, Cornellos probably only exist in the weird fake reality we were in, because they're a high fantasy creature humanoid thing. Okay, that's another locked door. Oh, hey, actually the map says what level of repair kit we need. That's you know what? Points for the UI for once. That's the first time I'm going to point out something good for the UI. The map showcases what level repair kit you need. Congrats. They did the bare minimum in that, and that's actually nice. Cool. Awesome. Lastly, before we start this cutscene, because I know it's going to drive me effing insane and I'm going to find so many other issues. The 21 grams theory that was mentioned, I want to say 2 cutscenes ago, is actually a theory founded in reality, and I looked it up. Because it felt so out of place compared to everything else, you know, the great philosopher, James. Yeah, that like everything else felt completely tonally different compared to the 21 grams theory. So I looked it up, like while editing. It is basically a theory that the soul weighs around 21 grams and you can measure someone's weight before they die and after they die, and they will have lost about 21 grams of weight. That is what it's in reference to. It is pseudoscience. It is not based actually in anything. I don't think there's actually any proof that it was ever a thing, but more so just a, hey, we're trying to prove that religion exists kind of in a scientific method theory, which has come up a few times over the years in various forms, and that was just one of the forms it took. Okay, let's get into the actual cutscene. Or actually, we're just gonna get a save point. We got a boss fight coming up. It's not that, like, the boss isn't actually going to be inherently difficult. It's that I'm just going to have to actually have a class that can do things. Let's switch to Pilgrim because they can actually do things, heal up a bit, and I don't know, go for it. Let's see how they try to make the plot a bit more comprehensible. Oh, what's the boss gonna be? Is it gonna be Geist 2.0? Who cares? I feel something unusual up ahead. Still want to continue? No. I've wanted to stop this game since before I started Let's playing it. That's why I actually like knew it would be great as a Let's critique game. I beat like the first dungeon and I was like, this game effing sucks, I'm putting it down. Oh my effing gosh. This should be the top floor. What was your first hint, Hein? The fact that there aren't any more stairs going up and the roof is just open? We're not even actually on the top floor, we're on the roof. What are those? They're my new sneaks. Oh. Okay. It's like they got various artists slash people who worked on other better games to just like offer them half of a monster or character design or something, and then they got someone else from a different team with different art styles to do a different design. That freaking giant boss that we're about to fight, like the top half looks like he's from Xenoblade Chronicles. And the bottom half just looks like a tentacle hentai thing. This is gonna suck. People with wings. So some of Paradise's monsters were left here, were they? You're never gonna explain what you meant by that, huh? Okay, guys. I'll take on the front line. Fine, you and your team pummel the big guys. Hey, like, guys, can I ask you a question? So when you joined our party or whatever, you came from this direction, which means I'm assuming you were up here on the top floor, heard us in the bottom floors and came down. But now that we're on the top floor slash roof, there's suddenly monsters. How does that work? Do you really think we're going to trust you? Raka, I don't trust you. I don't trust any of my party members. They all suck. In fact, I trust Jabberwocky more than any of you, because I know Jabberwocky's just doing things in a weird way that make no sense considering what we know about Jabberwocky, because Jabberwocky keeps knowing more than they should when this is supposed to be their first time leaving the failed Eden, and knows what Arya needs to do and so on and so forth. So I trust Jabberwocky because I know Jabberwocky is lying. It is the same reason I trust clowns more than most people, because when you see a clown, you know they're wearing a mask and they're lying. Whereas you go up to most people, it's kind of hard to tell. So you can totally trust a clown to lie to you, and that makes them way more trustworthy. Well, you won't be able to take on such a large group of them by yourself. I don't know, I might. It would be wise to join forces. Sure, can you just kill them all in a cutscene so I don't have to? Fine, I think we should take Geist's word on this one. What does it matter what I say? None of you will listen to me. We just do whatever. I agree. Okay, Braga, looks like 2 against 1. Whatever, let's get them. Shrika seems done with most things anytime she talks, and I don't blame her for that. Yeah, it looks like the top looks like a Xenoblade Chronicle. Oh, you're gonna make me deal with the actual boss. Lovely. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, it's got a weird fleshy tail thing. Okay. Like, the music's good. It deserves to be in a better game. Like, it's solid music. Okay, can I not just... Okay. Oh no, this is this kind of stupid. Yeah, I played MMOs. Okay, yeah. Yep, I've dealt with that in MMOs. Okay, so it's just like homing in on me. Sure, why not? Guys, you're supposed to fuck... I hate the NPC's AI so effing much. Like, seriously, I hate it so much. Like, they just suck. Oh my effing gosh. Okay, so you're a dude, right? Like, let's kill the dude. There we go, the dude's dead. Oh wow, that's a dude. Do you find it effing weird that this weirdly organic robot thing, like it's an android, I guess, sure. It's got organic pieces and then android pieces. As far as we're aware, it shouldn't have any ties to the security system of this place. But hey, guess what? The robots for this place are totally helping it. That's kind of weird, huh? It's almost like that makes zero effing sense. Yeah, almost. Almost like it makes zero sense. Just like the rest of this game. Who'd have thought that a part of the game wouldn't make any sense? Gosh. If only we knew. Gotta say, the dude is tanky. And like I said, I do like the music. It's just... it, like, everything else in this game doesn't feel correct. Like, this music should be in a better game. I feel like this music should be in an actual good RPG. I think a few episodes ago I was talking about how I couldn't finish Bravely Default. And it wasn't due to the Bravely Default, like, battle system or gameplay mechanics. It was actually just due to how bad the writing was every step of the way as it, like, got out of the tutorial, basically. Okay, he's about to do some... Oh. Okay. Well, if that's what you want to do, buddy. Curious what you're backing up for, but okay. Sure. Okay, there you go. Now you got your little guard thing going. Yeah, like, seriously, this dude having the robots from the dungeon pulpit makes zero effing sense. Why? Like, legit, just with the intro, with how Geist mentioned this dude, we were already showcased that that makes zero sense. This dude should not be here. Yeah, hey. Guess what? Oh, it looks like I gotta try to freaking break him out of this all by my freaking self. Okay. Let's try. At least I have skill cooldowns going. No, it's not gonna happen. Yep. Try to heal through it. Okay. But yeah, with how Geist introduced this enemy, that makes zero sense. It's so effing infuriating. The boss's mechanics were 100% just told right at the start it shouldn't be like the way the boss's mechanics are. Why can't they do anything? Like, they just introduced this dude as, like, a part of the security measures for this place. Which already wouldn't make sense, because Geist had already apparently been here. And should have gotten through such security measures. Like, maybe if we had a cutscene about reawakening the security measures at some point. You know, like a proper build-up. And then this boss working with the robots and stuff. That would have made sense. But no, this is supposed to be a thing completely unrelated to this building. It just showed up. It's like, oh, a thing from Paradise or whatever must have gotten through. They're still around. It's just here. I like how its halo is just a fucking, like, thing attached by wires. That's so stupid. Kill it. It's still alive. Kill it. Okay. Are we about to get friggin', like... Oh... Awesome. The other edgelord character had to have a "and I killed the thing that wasn't dead that we should have obviously known wasn't dead" cutscene. It's weird that they did that with the two edgelord characters. You guys find it weird that they keep doing that for every edgelord character? I'm pretty certain they actually did it with Thick Thighs Crushes Lies too. I'm pretty certain they did that with Thick Thighs Crushes Lies for the frickin' plant thing we needed her to kill. They had to have a cutscene of her killing it. And then Braca with the stupid golem dudes that shouldn't have been in the dungeon because they weren't a part of the plot whatsoever. But we had this whole plot point of, what are these dudes doing here? And then that's never brought up again. So Braca, like, against these golem dudes who can apparently call more golem dudes. But that plot point's never brought up again. Had to have a full cutscene where he cuts them down after we thought they were dead. And now Geist, the other edgelord loser, had to have a full cutscene where we thought an enemy was dead so they could cut them down. They reused the same cutscene 3 times by now. This is so effing insulting. That was close. I couldn't allow any of you to die. Not a single life should go to waste. Are you just like anti-Geist? Are we dealing with Bizarro Geist? Like, I find this hilarious because, like, those of you that don't know, Bizarro is a reference to the Superman comics. So Superman being the paragon of good and all things that are great. You know, Superman, the man who in one of his earliest issues punched Hitler and stopped World War II because Superman was written by 2 Jewish individuals. Yeah, go Superman, punch the crap out of Hitler. I hate Nazis. I'm gonna go on record, I hate Nazis. Anyways, they introduced a villain called Bizarro Superman. And Bizarro Superman is like an alternate dimension from the Bizarro-verse, and he's the exact opposite of Superman because the Bizarro-verse is the exact opposite of everything we know, like a mere reflection. It is the opposite in every way, shape, and form. So the paragon of good, the goodest of all good, Superman, meets his match with Bizarro Superman, who is the paragon of evil and all things evil. Anyways, if we extrapolate on that, Geist is no life should die. By the way, Geist just killed an organic being. Like, Geist just killed something and then spouted a line that no life should ever end. That thing was organic. It wasn't a machine. It was an android at best. It had organic parts to it. Geist legit just murdered something and then had a line that not a single life should go to waste. So already this guy's logic is flawed and horrible, but it's an exact contrast to the earlier Geist we knew that wanted to exterminate all life because, well, they never told us. Oh, this is stupid. Oh my effing gosh. That's rich coming from, like, I don't, can I just stay silent? Can I give an, please let every freaking time I need to talk now, just let me be silent. I want to do the entirety of this game, like choosing the silent option in the Dark Brotherhood, in Oblivion, and Skyrim. I don't want to talk to anyone. Never again. I'm silent protag from now. Is that not something I would have said? I didn't say anything. Anyway. There shouldn't be any more obstacles from now on. Excuse me, Supervisor of Paradise. Could you read the data on that terminal for me, please? We might cause a bug in the ethical circuit if we try and read it. What? What? Okay, so I'm going to assume by Supervisor of Paradise he means Jabberwocky, which is weird because Jabberwocky was deferring to another individual in the failed paradise, like the failed Eden or whatever. So that means Jabberwocky is a middle manager then? Okay, sure, fine, whatever. We might cause a bug in the ethical circuit if we try to read it. That just sounds like stupid buzzwords to try and force the plot to move in a way you want it to move. Like, that makes zero sense with any build-up. What are ethical circuits? Why can't you read things? Why does it have to be Jabberwocky? You could have built up Jabberwocky is the only one that can actually interface with this stuff because this is tech we don't know how to interface with, and everything would have been fine. Oh, why can't the set do it then? Well, the set were designed to interface with different types of tech, and they can't interface with it. That would have answered everything. We don't need this whole ethical circuit BS. That is stupid. That's just bad writing, and I'm certain they'll try to possibly... You know what? No, they won't. This is probably going to be a huge major plot hole, and we will never talk about it again, probably at some point. Let's be effing honest. Also, do you guys find it weird that, like, this entire room... It's the roof now, but it was a giant, like, probably dome or something, is completely destroyed and crashed, and there's rubble everywhere. The ceiling is gone. The walls are blasted off. Yet, hey, that computer's just fine. You guys found that weird? Anyways. I might end up like my old personality again as well. What? Aren't you a different Geist? What do you mean you'd end up as the old one? Like, with how you introduced yourself, you're like, I'm a separate entity. I'm a different freaking model of the same, like, line of Geists. And Dianthus is like, yeah, it's a different one. No, I might end up as the old one. A personality would overwrite, and yeah, blah, blah. They're like, this is stupid. Sure, why not? Why not, Jabberwocky? Is that what ruined your old personality? Like, what? Define what the heck Geist is. I believe it played a part. Okay. So basically, the old guy's got a virus. Anyways, why did you bring us here? What has this place got to do with us? The Azel, nobody cares about you. You are... Can we get him out of the party? He offers nothing at any moment. Just have him leave. He doesn't need to be here. I don't think Meep Meep needs to be here either. Meep Meep isn't even human. Why is she here? Your people can't be free from the world either. How do you think your world was created? I don't know. It's probably created in like a Square Enix studio, and we know how that usually works. Really poorly in a lot of ways, depending on which side of the studio it is. I'll show you. No, you won't. Jabberwocky will, you liar. The data has finished loading. The data have finished loading. That's a typo. The data have finished loading? It's supposed to be the data has finished loading. Well, I give Dread Delusion, you know, like, slack when it comes to that. I give Immortal Life slack when it comes to that. I give smaller studios and indie devs slack when it comes to that. AAA. This is AAA dev. I know it's like, well, it's just a typo. We've come across actual Japanese text in this game. We've come across Japanese text that was never taken out of this game. No, they don't get slack. Translation team fucking failed. It's pathetic. Paradise Journal. The Race to Heaven. It says it's a storytelling program that describes paradise on Earth from start to finish. Oh, we get story time. Cool. Can we get a little planetarium like globe thing and then a giant parachute so we can all sit in the parachute with the planetarium goes on the parachute and then like we can have story time? Can we do that? Well then, Arya, let's start by clearing up one pivotal misunderstanding. Are you finally going to tell her that she hasn't time traveled? Can we finally do that? Which misunderstanding? The one you've been obsessed with since you started talking, you dumb bee. Your theory that you experienced some kind of time disaster while you were investigating the Red Queen and time travel to an earlier period. Hey, Geist? Was Geist ever around during the cutscene where Arya said she thought she experienced a time disaster? Was Geist ever there when she said time disaster? I honestly can't remember because when I was editing, I remember her mentioning time disaster. I didn't pick up on it while like editing or reviewing the video. I don't remember which cutscene it was. So, was Geist there for that cutscene? Because it would have had to have been the last cutscene before the boss fight, basically. And I don't think Geist was even in the room if she mentioned it at that time. So how the heck does Geist know that was specifically her wording? That's what we call a plot hole, guys. Is that correct? Yeah. No, it's very incorrect. It's never been time travel. Well, Supervisor, could you tell us what time we're in according to the Paradise Journal? Yeah, why do you call him Supervisor? Result. Wait, why, Jabberwocky, why are you suddenly super robotic? It is approximately 57,600,000 accumulated standard time. That's weirdly perfect. Like, there's no weird, smaller, whatever. That is the year 84,108 when converted to the human calendar. Can I ask an effing question? So these robot dudes were made by humans to... I'm assuming they were made by humans in order to do this whole Paradise program, in order to get away from their apocalyptic setting, in order to just have humanity in the hands of a group of individuals which will guide humanity from going extinct. Why don't they use the human calendar by default? That's it. Why don't they use the human calendar by default? Whatever. Huh? Arya, what time period were you living in? It was AD 2078? You've been cryogenically frozen for 2,000 years? But hold on, that still doesn't disprove my theory. Actually, I'm starting to lean towards Arya. If it's been 2,000 effing years, everything, like infrastructure-wise, that we're dealing with should be destroyed by now. Not a single building should still be standing. Not a single building should be standing. None of the roads should still exist. The amusement park should not still exist. As far as I'm aware, none of those robots were doing proper upkeep of anything. No, actually, I'm starting to lean towards Arya weirdly. No. 2,000 years should... God damn it. Like, just write well. Just write well. That's all they need to do. They could have made it like 50 plus years. 50 to maybe 100 or so. And I would 100% hand wave it. Maybe even a bit past 100 years. I would hand wave it. 2,000 years, there shouldn't be any structures. We're talking metal structures. We're talking like these brick structures. None of this stuff should still exist. Effing vey. Is it so difficult to write competently? Is it? Is it truly that difficult? Why are they so bad at this? Why are they so bad at this? Oh my effing god. I'll talk to you guys later in another episode of Harvestella or a better game on my channel. Yeah, I'm going to start signing off. You will either hear me in Harvestella or any better game on my channel, because every game on my channel is better than this. Until then, pray for me. This is insufferable. But if you're not going to pray, just like, comment, and sub, I guess. I don't know. Ciao, guys. This effing sucks.